ancient Book of Enoch. It is a book that was quite popular during the first 700 years of church history, but then faded from sight. Nobody republished it. It disappeared until the Book of Enoch was rediscovered in the Ethiopian region of Abyssinia.
Deep within the shadows of history, a 2,000 years old Bible has surfaced, carrying with it a chapter long thought to be lost to time. This ancient text, hidden from the world for centuries, contains a chilling revelation about the human race, a revelation tied to the mysterious figure of Enoch. As scholars decipher its fragile pages, terrifying knowledge begins to unfold, shedding light on secrets that were meant to remain buried. This forgotten chapter offers a glimpse into a past where divine beings walked among us and the boundaries between heaven and earth blurred. Join us as we dive into this extraordinary discovery, revealing truths that could forever change our understanding of humanity's origins and its destined future.
The biblical text, nearly 2,000 years old, gave us a rare insight into the history of Judaism, early Christianity, and humankind.
This Bible is like 135 years old.
The Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch, often surrounded by an aura of mystery and fascination, has captivated scholars and theologians for centuries. Known as the Ethiopic Book of Enoch, this ancient manuscript is a pseudepigraphical work of the Old Testament, chronicling events that predate the birth of Jesus by centuries. The story of its disappearance and rediscovery is as enigmatic as the contents of the book itself. The original manuscript vanished at the close of the 4th century, only to resurface in the most unexpected place, Ethiopia, in 1773. For the Christian sect in Abyssinia, Ethiopia, the Book of Enoch was more than just a relic. It was a sacred text, an integral part of their scriptures, guiding their spiritual practices and beliefs. The survival of this ancient text is a testament to the fervent interest of various heretical Christian groups, like the Manichaeans. These groups, with their eclectic blend of Iranian, Greek, Chaldean, and Egyptian influences, held on to Enoch's writings, ensuring their preservation even when mainstream scholars sought to bury them. Many clerical scholars dismissed the Book of Enoch, arguing that its revelations were not divinely inspired, leading to its exclusion from the Bible. They deemed it too controversial, too profound to be embraced by the wider Christian community. But what is it about the Book of Enoch that makes it so intriguing and yet so feared? The text is a treasure trove of forbidden knowledge, offering a glimpse into the world's creation through a lens unlike any other biblical text. It tells of fallen angels descending to earth, of violent giants, the Nephilim, roaming the land, and of cosmological mysteries that defy our understanding of the universe. The narrative is filled with apocalyptic visions and mystical revelations, many of which have yet to be fully understood by Bible scholars. Enoch's story, as depicted in this book, is believed to echo elements of Babylonian mythology, adding to its enigmatic nature. This compilation of ancient works doesn't just tell a story, it opens a doorway into a world where the divine and the earthly collide in ways that challenge conventional wisdom. The Book of Enoch introduces its readers to profound themes: rewards, punishment, the end of the world, and the final judgment. The first section of the book, which includes chapters 6 through 36, primarily focuses on angels, the tree of life, Jerusalem, and the universe. It's in Watcher's book that we find one of the most compelling stories, the account of fallen angels from Genesis 6 verse 1 to 4, who seduced women, created the Nephilim, and imparted sophisticated knowledge to humanity. This act of defiance eventually led to the Great Flood and their subsequent annihilation. The term Nephilim refers to the fallen ones, often described as giants, beings of immense size and power. The link between God's sons and the Nephilim is interpreted in various ways. Some believe that the sons of God are fallen angels, and that the Nephilim are the offspring they had with human women, a view supported by the first Book of Enoch, a non-canonical Jewish source. Others, like St. Augustine and many Jewish theologians, offered a different interpretation, known as the Scythian view. They suggested that the sons of God were the descendants of Seth, Adam's righteous son, and that the Nephilim were members of his lineage who had turned away from God. This interpretation portrayed the Nephilim not as supernatural beings, but as men who had strayed from holiness. As the book unfolds, it offers more than just tales of giants and fallen angels. The parables of similitude, an apocalyptic narrative about the Son of Man and the Ancient of Days, resonate with biblical prophecies, particularly those found in the Book of Revelation. The astronomical book provides a detailed account of the stars and their roles, while the dream visions offer a prophetic view of human history, from the beginning of time to the end times and final judgment. The Book of Enoch concludes with timeless wisdom, reminding us of how we should live, relating the life lessons Enoch has gained, and emphasizing that we are all subject to God's will. The final sections even touch upon the unknown account of Noah, revealing more about his mission to preserve humanity and the sufferings of his father, Lamech, and grandfather, Methuselah. Though each composition in the Book of Enoch is distinct, they all share a common theme: the punishment of the wicked and the blessing of the virtuous. The mysteries within the Book of Enoch continue to captivate those who dare to explore its profound truths, offering a unique perspective on the divine, the earthly, and the connections between them. But who really is Enoch, and why does his story matter so much? Who really is Enoch? Enoch is a figure shrouded in both mystery and reverence, his story woven into the fabric of ancient religious traditions. Imagine a man who walked so closely with God that he was spared the one experience all humans inevitably face: death. Enoch was more than just another name in the long lineage from Adam to Noah. He was Adam's great-great-great-great-grandson and Noah's great-grandfather, a patriarch whose life and faith set him apart. Enoch's life was one of unwavering faith. He became the father of Methuselah, the man who would go on to live longer than anyone else recorded in the Bible. Over the course of more than 3 centuries on Earth, Enoch fathered many children, but it was his relationship with God that truly defined his existence. The Bible tells us in Genesis 5, verse 24, that after 365 years, Enoch was taken away by God. This phrase, taken away, has sparked endless debate and fascination among scholars, suggesting that Enoch, like the prophet Elijah, was carried directly to heaven without experiencing death. It's as if God, so pleased with Enoch's faithfulness, decided to bring him to heaven in a divine embrace, sparing him the pain and suffering of death. Enoch's life and legacy have had a profound impact on both Jewish and Christian traditions. He is believed to be the author of the Book of Enoch, a text that delves into apocalyptic visions and divine judgments. Known as the scribe of judgment, Enoch's writings have influenced religious thought across centuries. His name appears not only in the Old Testament, but also in the New Testament, mentioned in the Gospel of Luke, the Epistle to the Hebrews, and the Epistle of Jude, where his teachings are quoted as authoritative. In the Catholic Church, Eastern Orthodoxy, and Oriental Orthodoxy, Enoch is revered as a saint, a figure whose life serves as a beacon of faith and righteousness. His story is a reminder that even in a world filled with immorality and ungodliness, it is possible to walk a path that pleases God. Enoch's ministry, marked by his bold proclamation of God's judgment, was a precursor to the mission of his great-grandson Noah, who would go on to preach righteousness and build the ark in a world teetering on the brink of destruction. Interestingly, Enoch's influence extends beyond Christianity. Some Islamic traditions compare Enoch with the prophet Idris, a figure mentioned in the Quran, further illustrating the widespread impact of his story. Enoch's life is not just a tale from ancient times. It's a story of faith, obedience, and the extraordinary possibility of living in such harmony with the divine that even death itself can be bypassed. His journey invites us to reflect on the power of a life lived in close communion with God, and the mysteries that such a life might unlock. The Dead Sea Scrolls. In the barren landscape near the Dead Sea, a discovery in the mid-20th century would forever change our understanding of ancient religious texts. It all began in late 1946 or early 1947, when a group of Bedouin boys, tending their goats and sheep near the ancient settlement of Qumran, stumbled upon something extraordinary. This area, located on the northwest coast of the Dead Sea, in what is now known as the West Bank, was rich in history. But no one could have anticipated what these young shepherds were about to find. One day, out of sheer boredom or perhaps curiosity, one of the boys picked up a rock and threw it into a small opening in a cliffside. Instead of the usual thud, the rock made a sharp, shattering sound. Intrigued, the boys clambered into the cave to investigate. What they found would go down in history as one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Large clay jars, 7 of which contained ancient leather and papyrus scrolls. These scrolls, later known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, were initially purchased by an antiquities merchant who quickly realized their immense value. Scholars soon got involved, and their assessments revealed that the texts were over 2,000 years old, dating back to a time long before the birth of Christ. As word of the discovery spread, both Bedouin treasure seekers and archaeologists descended on the area, uncovering tens of thousands of additional scroll fragments in 10 neighboring caves. Altogether, these fragments comprised between 800 and 900 texts. Among these scrolls was a text that would ignite endless curiosity and debate, the Book of Enoch. This ancient manuscript divided into 5 distinct sections: the Book of Watchers, the Book of Parables, the Astronomical Book, the Dream Visions, and the Epistles of Enoch, contains 100 chapters of profound and mystical content. The stories within the Book of Enoch delve into topics that have fascinated and perplexed scholars for centuries. One of the most intriguing parts of the Book of Enoch is its account of the Nephilim, the offspring of fallen angels and human women. These giants, called Nephilim, meaning fallen ones, are depicted as towering, powerful beings. The first Book of Enoch, a significant Jewish text, presents these Nephilim as the result of angels descending to earth and engaging in intimate relationships with human women, leading to a race of giants. These fallen angels, who defied divine orders, also imparted advanced knowledge to humanity, teaching them arts and sciences that were perhaps too advanced for their time. This, according to the text, led to the Great Flood, a divine response to the chaos and corruption brought about by these beings. The story of the Nephilim, however, is not without its controversies. Some scholars debate the very nature of these beings. Were they truly giants with supernatural origins, or were they simply humans who had strayed from the path of righteousness? Another theory suggests that the sons of God mentioned in the text were descendants of Seth, a righteous figure from Adam's lineage, and that the Nephilim were their offspring who turned away from God. The Book of Enoch challenges us to consider complex questions about the relationship between angels, giants, and humans, and what it all might mean for our understanding of the divine. The mysteries of Enoch. The Book of Enoch is a manuscript that has intrigued and perplexed scholars, theologians, and spiritual seekers for centuries. With its enigmatic narratives and controversial content, it stands apart as a piece of literature that both challenges and deepens our understanding of ancient beliefs. Often categorized as part of the Apocrypha, this ancient text dives into themes that unsettle conventional religious doctrines, stirring debates and curiosities with its provocative tales. Picture the Book of Enoch as a relic from a bygone era, brimming with secrets about the universe and humanity's place within it. Its pages tell of extraordinary events, including the origins of demons and the Nephilim, giant beings born from the union of fallen angels and human women. The text recounts stories that predate the Great Flood described in Genesis and explores the celestial mechanics of the sun, moon, and stars. The rebellion of angels against God, the role of the archangel Uriel, and the very secrets of creation are laid bare in its verses. Among its most compelling claims is the prophecy of a 1,000-year reign of the Messiah, a notion that echoes eschatological themes but stirs considerable debate. One of the most striking aspects of the Book of Enoch is its apparent contradictions with the Bible. The Bible tells us that Enoch was taken up to heaven long before Noah was born. Yet the Book of Enoch describes a scene where Enoch, accompanied by the archangel Uriel, warns Noah about the impending flood. This raises a curious question. How could Enoch, who had been taken to heaven, have knowledge of Noah and the flood if he was no longer on earth? The Bible offers no account of Enoch returning, adding to the mystery of this narrative. The Book of Enoch's depiction of demons also stands in sharp contrast to biblical accounts. According to the text, God attributes Earth's corruption to a demon named Azazel, who is said to have taught humanity all manner of evil. This contrasts with the Bible, which identifies Lucifer as the primary source of sin and evil. While the Bible acknowledges other demons, none hold the same significance as Azazel. In fact, the Bible emphasizes Satan's central role in humanity's fall, as seen in passages like 1 John 3 verse 8, which states, "He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning." Complicating the narrative, the Book of Enoch suggests that fallen angels, including demons, sought repentance for their sins, a notion that sharply diverges from biblical teachings. The Bible asserts that Satan and his angels are destined for eternal punishment, as described in Matthew 25 verse 41. Yet, the Book of Enoch presents a different story where demons, though remorseful, are unable to communicate with God and remain in a state of unresolved guilt. Heaven, too, is portrayed differently in the Book of Enoch compared to the Bible. The Book of Revelation describes heaven as a golden city, while Enoch depicts it as a crystalline structure. These differences, along with other inconsistencies, further separate the Book of Enoch from traditional Christian views. The text's astronomical and meteorological claims also draw scrutiny. Enoch is said to have mapped and numbered all the stars, yet the Bible asserts that the stars are innumerable. Jeremiah 33 verse 22, a view supported by modern astronomy. Additionally, the Book of Enoch describes natural phenomena like wind and snow as emerging from a wooden container in heaven, a fantastical notion that contrasts with contemporary understanding. These discrepancies offer insight into why the Book of Enoch was excluded from the Bible. Despite its compelling content, the text's inconsistencies with biblical teachings led to its exclusion from the canon. To many, the Book of Enoch remains a captivating yet controversial piece of literature, presenting an alternative perspective on ancient events while challenging accepted religious doctrines. Among the Book of Enoch's most fascinating sections is its account of the angelic watchers, 200 angels who descended to earth and over time became corrupt. Led by figures like Shemihaza, Asael, Ramal, and Nephilim, these angels fathered a race of giants known as the Nephilim by taking human women as their wives. This union led to the spread of forbidden knowledge and practices among humanity. The fallen angels taught humanity about war, weapon-making, astrology, and the study of clouds. Yakon, a notorious fallen angel, tempted his fellow watchers into these illicit activities, alongside Asbiel, Gadriel, Penamue, and Kasdaya, all playing significant roles in leading humanity astray. The Book of Enoch also delves into the secrets of creation. According to the text, God revealed these secrets directly to Enoch. Before creation, God laid the foundation for everything, from the heavens and earth to the firmament above the waters. Enoch learns about the creation of the intangible beings, animals, and vegetation, as well as humanity itself during his divine encounters. The Epistle of Enoch, concluding the book chapters 91 to 108, offers additional intrigue. Unlike the epistles in the New Testament, which are letters from Paul the Apostle, the Epistle of Enoch represents Enoch's final words to his son, Methuselah. It recounts Enoch's visions, including his ascent to heaven, and provides counsel to his family on righteousness and faith. The epistle features oracles against sinners, a testament of creation against them, and a depiction of their fate after death. The text reflects themes found in the Qumran community's deterministic doctrine, emphasizing personal responsibility and contrasting the wealthy with the oppressed. Among the most compelling segments of the Epistle of Enoch is the account of Noah's birth. Described as having the appearance of an angel, this appendix highlights the division between the generations of light and the sinners destined for darkness. This section, attributed to a later editor, provides insight into the contrasting views on Noah and his significance. In summary, the Book of Enoch, with its tales of angels, cosmic battles, and divine mysteries, remains a fascinating yet controversial text. Its exclusion from the Bible only deepens its allure, sparking ongoing debate and curiosity. For those exploring ancient mysteries, it remains an essential, albeit enigmatic, piece of the puzzle. The question lingers: why was the Book of Enoch hidden from the Bible? Perhaps its mysteries and contradictions rendered it too complex to reconcile with established scripture, leaving it as a captivating relic of religious discourse. Why was the book hidden? Why was the Book of Enoch hidden, you ask? Well, it's a tale woven through centuries, filled with intrigue, controversy, and mystery. Picture the early church fathers, figures like Clement of Alexandria, Tertullian, Irenaeus, and Athenagoras, pondering over this enigmatic text around 200 AD. They found within its pages prophecies about Jesus that couldn't be confirmed. This alone made them wary, leading to the book's rejection. Now imagine the Jewish scholars scrutinizing it against the Torah, the sacred compilation of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The Book of Enoch, with its teachings that seemed to drift away from the Torah's laws and doctrines, was seen as inconsistent and untrustworthy. Consequently, it was excluded from the formal canons of the Tanakh, the Septuagint, and the Deuterocanon. Fast forward to the 4th century AD, and the Book of Enoch is still known among early Christians, its mysteries whispered in quiet corners. But the church authorities, perhaps unnerved by its irregular teachings, decided to banish it. Slowly, the book faded from the limelight, slipping into obscurity. Yet even as it disappeared, it left behind a trail of curiosity. But here's the thing. While the Book of Enoch is fascinating, it's important to remember that it's not considered scripture. The early church manuscripts, including the apocryphal Book of Baruch, mention it, but its content repeatedly contradicts the Bible. Scholars categorize it as part of the pseudepigrapha, meaning the author is not who he claims to be. This makes sense, considering Enoch, according to the Bible, was taken to heaven long before the events described in the book, including those involving Noah. So, was it truly written by Enoch? Highly unlikely. It seems more plausible that someone else, much later, claimed to be Enoch and penned these words, leading to its rejection from the biblical canon. Despite its exclusion, the Book of Enoch managed to leave a mark, particularly in the Epistle of Jude, where a quotation from it adds weight to Jude's gospel message. Yet the Book of Enoch didn't survive among the sacred books of the Bible, and its teachings are not deemed reliable for those seeking the true gospel. It remains a captivating piece of ancient literature, but one that dwells in the shadows, its true origins forever shrouded in mystery. The recent revelation of a 2,000 years old Bible chapter has shaken our understanding of ancient texts, offering a chilling glimpse into humanity's origins. With its hidden knowledge about divine beings, the Nephilim, and prophetic visions, this lost chapter raises profound questions about our past and future. It challenges conventional wisdom and invites us to explore the enigmatic world of Enoch and his writings. If you found this exploration into the Book of Enoch intriguing, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more content diving into ancient mysteries and hidden truths. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think these revelations mean for our understanding of history?